Hello, Naturally Austin community. Thank you guys so much for being here to find out who the winning team is of the Combo Loco Competition presented by Naturally Austin and HEB. 8 weeks ago, we challenged our members to pair up and tell us why they would make a great Combo Loco, our crazy pairing. From there, they made a video and the community voted. We had 5 finalists rise to the top, and then they moved on to a second portion of our competition where they presented a second video to our esteemed panel of judges, followed by a live Q&A. And now, here we are. This is it. This is the night. So we are moving on to a happy hour after this. We'll all get to celebrate. But for now, let's go on a journey and find out what this competition was all about. Now, let's meet the 5 finalists. First up is Bax Kerwick from Richard's Rainwater, Claire McRyer from Good Pop that created a delicious and refreshing poptail. Next up, we have Jason Taragos from Buddha's Brew and Genevieve Thompson from Medbar. They created a health-focused, good-for-you ingredients combo featuring delicious kombucha and Mediterranean-inspired snack bars. Next up is Austin from Mammoth Creameries and Gavin Booth from Greenbelt Kombucha. They created a really fun spin on a root beer float made with their delicious kombucha and Mammoth Creamery's keto ice cream. Next up is David Mead from Rambler Sparkling Water and Jordi Blanco from Jaime Spanish Village Salsas, creating a spicy and refreshing combo. I mean, salsa and limestone filtered water, I don't think you could get more Austin-y if you tried. Next up, we have 2 sustainability-focused brands, Chantal Piet from Stroop Club Waffles and Wesley Cooper from Neobites, creating this really unique combination of dog treats and waffles. I can't wait to show you guys what they came up with. Of course, none of this would have been possible without the support of HEB. HEB allowed us and even encouraged us to go crazy with this idea, and we did. And for that, we're truly grateful. We got to provide a really fun opportunity for our Naturally Austin members and community. Thank you, HEB, for being such a beacon in the Texas CPG community. We would also like to thank our sponsors who donated in-kind products and services to amount to a total prize package of $15,000 for the winning team. Before we meet our judges, we asked the team at HEB to tell us why it's so important to be a part of a community event like this one. Elsa Underwood, Global Sourcing at HEB, has something to say about that. Elsa, take it away.
Hi, my name is Elsa Underwood, and I work at HEB. For the last 8 or 9 months, we've been living through unprecedented times in our industry. At some point in the future, I'm sure there will be books written and papers published about all the ways in which our industry had to pivot and all the lessons we had to learn. What I'd like to share with you is one key lesson that was crucial to us during these turbulent months. And I think this lesson can help any business, no matter the size. That key, for us, was leaning into our core values. Now, when I say core values, I don't mean a list that gets printed and displayed on a wall, never to be seen or thought about again. What I mean are values that reflect who you are as a company. Not what you do, what you sell, what you make, how you market yourself, but who you are. What is most important to you? Having these values written down, communicated to your entire team, no matter how large or how small, and then living into those values each and every day is an important key to success in good times. but they become especially critical in the not-so-good times. It allows quick decision-making so you can tackle problems in a more efficient way. At H-E-B, those core values center around three things: our partners, our customers, and our community. For our partners, that meant doing things like enforcing social distancing, limiting the hours of operation, and limiting the number of customers that could enter our stores. We made the decision to do those things, even though at the time, almost no other retailer was doing it. But for us, taking good care of our partners, keeping them safe, that was an easy decision. Taking care of our partners is part of our core values. For customers, that meant doing whatever it took to try to keep product on the shelf. We reached out to suppliers, to carriers, to distributors very early on to discuss how we limit the disruption to our supply chain. Our sourcing, procurement, and logistics partners, they were working 7 days a week at all hours of the day and night. And guess what? No one asked them to do that. No one had to. They just took it upon themselves. Taking care of our customers is part of our core values. And when it came to our community, that meant donating incremental dollars to local food banks. It also meant partners stepping up to volunteer to deliver meals to first responders across the state. And when we saw that restaurants were going to be among the hardest hit in our community, we quickly created a program to allow them to start selling their meals in our stores. Those were easy decisions for us to make because taking care of our community is part of our core values. So the real lesson with all of this is that having core values as a foundation of who we are allowed for better and faster decision-making. Being able to reach consensus quickly on things allowed us to tackle a greater number of issues when we needed that the most. So my question for all of you is, do you know? Who are you? Not what you make, what you sell, but who are you? And when things aren't going as planned, what do you rely on? What core values do you lean into? If you come up with your core values and you share them with your team, and most importantly, you live them every day, I promise you, it will not only make your days more meaningful, it will make your business more successful. Thank you all, and thank you, Naturally Austin, for all you're doing for local entrepreneurs. I wish you all the best. Please stay safe, and let's continue taking care of each other, Texas.
Thank you so much, Elsa, and thank you so much to the entire H-E-B team. Way to keep the community together during a really tough time, and thank you so much for supporting so many of our members. One of those people responsible for supporting our members is Jody Hall, VP of Sourcing for H-E-B. He is one of the 5 of our esteemed panel of judges that we have judging the Combo Loco competition. This panel of judges represents how diverse and immersive our community is. So let's go meet him.
I'm Addie Broyles, the food writer for the Austin American-Statesman and Austin360.com, and I put out the weekly food section for the Statesman and do all of our online coverage on Austin 360.
I'm Joyce Chevalier, and I own the Cook's Nook here in Austin, which is a culinary incubator, so we help develop brand new food companies and help them get to market. And I am also fortunate enough to sit on the Austin-Travis County Food Policy Board.
Hi, my name is Chris Finster, and I'm the founder and CEO of Peller Industries. We're a finance and accounting partner for some of the hottest and fastest growing CPG companies in the country.
Good afternoon. My name is Jody Hall, and I'm Vice President of Sourcing for H-E-B, and I have the privilege of finding the best local products that we can in the state of Texas, and today I think we found some.
Hi, my name is Jeremiah McElwee. I am the Chief Merchandising Officer at Thrive Market, and we are an online e-commerce club membership, grocery store, that focuses on organic, non-GMO, and natural products.
Those are some incredible people from the CPG community, right? On October 15th, our 5 combos and the panel of judges met virtually to show their final presentation focused on the 3 C's: creativity, community, and collaboration. After their video aired, they also got 5 minutes of Q&A with the judges. But enough talking about it, let's show you guys what the second phase of the competition looked like. You ready? Well, thank you guys for being here. As mentioned, it's a 5-minute video that you're going to watch. We'll put that up for you guys. And then the second half is going to be a Q&A, a 5-minute Q&A. We're going to take it seriously, but this is meant to be a fun thing because the whole point of this year was collaboration and working with HEB to really respect and show the growth of the community. So I just want to highlight that this is about community and collaboration at the end of the day. First group up is Stroop Waffles and Neo Bites.
Hey, Wesley. I know I'm early. I think I'm just so enthusiastic of recording all of our new videos. But I'm sitting here thinking how perfect this combo actually is. You're definitely using the most sustainable sources of animal protein. And it's amazing that they literally use way less water, land, and feed and produce virtually 0 greenhouse gases compared to beef. It's such a sustainable idea.
Hey Chantal, just saw you left me a voicemail, haven't listened to it yet. I was just sitting here on the drive over thinking about how great of a combo Neobites and Stroop Club are. Your story is awesome. You immigrated over from the Netherlands, the United States, and you brought your national cookie with you. You took it a step further and you made a sustainable mission around it, and you use omni-degradable packaging, which not enough people use, and your entire supply chain is sustainable. So I think our combo is unbeatable. A sustainable snack for you and a sustainable snack for your dog.
But I actually read into the numbers as well. The snack market is like $100 billion industry for the United States, and the dog treats a $40 billion industry. So if you translate that to Texas alone, where obviously HEB is king of groceries, in Texas about 50% of all households own a dog. Translate that into the market potential for this Combo Loco.
And the other thing is that HEB and all of their partners commit to sustainability. They make sustainable practices part of how they conduct business.
That is awesome.
As a data person, I love that you looked at the intersection between dog owners and snack eaters. I think that's a really interesting and really creative angle. And I think that's a really interesting area to explore.
It's like a win-win-win, and a win for HEB.
Let me say congratulations on bringing such a creative and collaborative effort. You have the combination for a lot of very good materials. So congratulations on what you've done.
All right, you guys, thank you. We're going to let Jason and Jen in from Buddhist Brew and Med Bar.
Hi, I'm Jason Tragos with Buddhist Brew Kombucha. I've been part of Buddhist Brew ever since moving to Austin from Minneapolis back in 2010. Buddhist Brew was born at a local Austin farmers market over 15 years ago. Our mission is to brew the most powerful kombucha on the market. Buddhist Brew is active, alive, and delicious. We bottle full strength and never pasteurize or filter out living culture to make it shelf stable. Instead, we celebrate our live cultures. All this love and thought makes Buddhist Brew the best for your body.
Hi, I'm Jen, partner and general manager of Snacks Partners International. I've been in the natural food CPG community since 2003, launching my first brand in 2005 that I'm happy to say is still out on the markets today. We believe that the richness of the Mediterranean flavors and nutrition can be packed into these ready-to-eat snacks. We have 5 variants, 2 lightly sweet and 3 savory. And together with Buddhist Brew Kombucha, this is your HEB Combo Loco.
You must take care of yourself by eating and drinking the best all-natural products on the market.
Providing consumers with portable, healthy options that will enlighten your senses and feed your soul. And hey, they actually happen to be amazing together.
Don't just meet the customer's needs, exceed them.
These are crazy good combos. Not only are each of these products unique to their culinary development, but together they provide benefits for HEB consumers unlike any other 2 products. And in this Combo Loco, we are a complete, on-the-go, plant-based portable meal.
We'd like to leave you with the top 5 reasons to choose Buddhist Brew Kombucha and Med Bar. Number 1, Our brands represent real, nourishing alternatives, good for the most discerning foodie palates and everyone in the active family. 2, a portable on-the-go complete meal. Take it outdoors, short trips, visit to the zoo. 3, together the microbiome benefits are unsurpassed, and we've made it an easy combo for your HEB. 4, tapping into the new audience of plant-based, health-conscious consumers. 5, keep it local, support Texas-based companies.
What was something that you did not know about your partner's products that you learned through this process?
The ancient grains in our bars, didn't realize that they would act as this prebiotic for the kombucha.
I'm a big Buddhist Brew fan, so I'm really familiar with you guys.
Even the packaging, like the brands, look nice together.
We hope to create somewhat of this extension of the bar category.
I mean, you're almost bigger, than the sum of your parts. If you wanted to make that story, right? Yet you guys together create something else or something new.
Well, I just want to make sure that I get some of those bars to try. I haven't tried your product yet.
I know, we're all going. I would love to try. I want to try green together.
Heidi, you can go to your Central Market and pick these up. I went shopping at Central Market this morning, so I bought several different bars and I'm enjoying them. You said you had 24 SKUs. Why did we only carry 10 if you carry 24? So,
we have more for you.
Y'all have both raised the bar in a powerful way. We appreciate what you're doing in our community, and we're honored to sell both of your products in Central Market and hopefully soon at an HEB as well.
I also want to know, Jody, when you guys are going to carry all 24 flavors of Buddhist Brew.
There are definitely tons of samples coming your way, so gird your loins because it's on its way. Next up is Richard's Rainwater and Good Pop.
Hi, I'm Mara Ebert. I am the Senior Director of Sales at Good Pop. We have deep Texas roots. Our origin starts with our founder, Daniel Getz, who launched Good Pop at the Austin, Texas farmers market scene a little over 10 years ago now. He was on a mission to bring wholesome and mouthwatering frozen treats to the community, but beyond that, to use Good Pop as a vehicle to do social good. And sourcing fair trade ingredients to support fair wages for our farmers, growers, and their communities sets the bar really high. You can find Good Pop not only tasting good, but doing a lot of good in your community.
We're really proud of our Texas heritage too. I'm Taylor O'Neill, CEO of Richard's Rainwater. Our founder, Richard Heineken, was the first person in the United States to gain approval for bottling rain. He was dissatisfied with the hardness of the well water and the chlorine in the city water out in West Texas and knew there must be a better way. Over the past 3 years, we've set about expanding upon his original vision to include additional collection sites in more places so that we can move our bottles the least possible distance from cloud to consumer and limit our carbon footprint. Rainwater is the only source of regenerative drinking water that doesn't deplete our scarce Texas water resources. Our sparkling rainwater, the bubbles last 24 hours after you open the bottle. Have you ever seen something like that? But what's in it for HEB? That's the real question. Imagine if every MBA student planning a party that was going to stop through the sparkling water aisle to pick up their favorite mixer now adds a trip to the frozen section to grab a Good Pop. And imagine if every new mommy who is grabbing a healthy treat for their kids down the frozen section stopped in the sparkling water aisle to grab a 12-pack of Richard's Sparkling Rainwater. Now that's some uplift that we can all be proud of.
So why does our partnership make sense beyond the Combo Loco? Well, from the ground up, hello fresh juice from Texas watermelons, to the sky down, cloud juice from the Texas skies. Good Pop and Richard's Rainwater meet in the middle to make the most refreshing pairing. A poptail.
Let me show you just how easy it is. Wow, Harper, that's incredible. So big thank you to HEB and Naturally Austin for putting on such an incredible competition. It's partners like these in a town like this that makes the CPG grind worthwhile. We're now sold in some of the HEBs. We'd love to be sold in more.
I've been enjoying my poptail here in San Antonio, and fact that I can buy both Richard's Rainwater and Good Pop at my local HEB or at my local Central Market. It's a real win for us.
Yeah, I remember going to the farmer's market when you guys Good Pop first launched and getting them for my kids. So that was like the favorite stop of the farmer's market. I think I bribed them a few times to go to the farmer's market.
I feel like the collaboration would certainly play well into getting new people down the freezer aisles that would not necessarily have thought about it before.
Jody, are you really doing it? You're doing the pop tail right now?
Oh, I did it earlier this morning.
Next up, we have Jordi Blanc from Jaime Spanish Village Salsas and Dave Mead from Rambler Sparkling Water.
My name is Dave Mead, and I am a co-founder and the Chief Marketing Officer of Rambler Sparkling Water.
My name is Jordi Blanc Damis, and I am the Operations Manager of Jaime Spanish Village Salsas.
Growing up in Texas, I have a lot of really fond memories of traveling around the state with my family. Spent a lot of time hiking, camping, fishing, swimming, and a lot of the fishing and the swimming that we did were in these beautiful crystal clear swimming holes, lakes and rivers. And so that was really the inspiration for us wanting to create a Texas limestone filtered sparkling water. So in 2018, Rambler was born. So Rambler is a Texas limestone filtered sparkling water. It's the only water of its kind. We actually create the water ourselves, and so we're not tapping a sensitive water supply. We don't take our water from an aquifer. We don't take it from a spring. We actually start by using clean Austin, Texas municipal water. We run it through a proprietary limestone filtration system, taking out all the impurities, putting back only the necessary minerals, and then carbonate it to a certain level that gives it a really clean, crisp, sharp taste and bubble profile.
In 1931, a restaurant called Spanish Village across the street from Stubbs Barbecue opened up. In the 1970s, Jaime immigrated with his family from Mexico to Austin and bought that restaurant, making it Jaime Spanish Village. Jaime was my grandfather, and for 3 generations, this has been a family-run business. My grandfather Jaime passed, and shortly thereafter, we unfortunately had to close the restaurant in 2010. But we couldn't let the Jaime's legacy die. Our salsa was the centerpiece of our restaurant, so if we kept that alive, it kept Jaime's alive. We still use the same recipe as we did in the restaurant. It's all fresh and natural ingredients with no preservatives, and there's just the right balance of these delicious ingredients that give that authentic restaurant-style salsa taste. That taste of old Austin that so many people love. Our Chef Miguel, has been with us for over 20 years, since I was 5 years old, and he's still making our salsas today. That salsa that generations of Texans know and love. So how does Jaime Spanish Village Salsas and Rambler Sparkling Water go together? Have you ever jumped into a cold swimming hole in the middle of a Texas summer? That's how we go together. Hot Texas sun, cold swimming hole. It's our combo logo.
Consumers today are not only looking to support a local brand, but they're also looking for brands that give back. Rambler is doing just that. It's a great tasting sparkling water partnered with Texas Parks and Wildlife Foundation, helping to conserve Texas parks and lands for future generations. So consumers can feel good knowing that not only are they getting a great product, but they're helping to give back. Our mission is to help preserve Texas parks and lands that we love so dearly.
And our mission is to preserve a taste of old Austin while coexisting with Austin today.
What have you learned from each other in terms of just how to run a business, you know, from an established category and a new category? I'm sure there's a lot of synergy there that is fruitful.
Jaime's is actually the salsa of choice in our house. What I'm learning from Jaime's, which really resonates with me in terms of feeling like that we're aligned. A lot of ways is authenticity really comes to mind. Really, and I'm proud to be partnering with Jaime's right now.
What I learned about Rambler was I was very interested in hearing about their proprietary limestone filter system, especially the part where no matter where in the country they get like a clean municipal water, with using their system, they can have the same tasting sauce, same tasting water wherever it is in the country. The combination of, you know, it's that contrast of old Austin and new Austin. It's the hot red salsa and the refreshing sparkling water.
Not going to down a bunch of that Jaime's salsa without having a cold, crisp, sparkling water on standby.
We're looking forward to continuing to grow both these brands in our stores. Well done, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, HEB.
Next up is Gavin from Greenbelt Kombucha and Tim Krause from Mammoth Creameries.
Cheers, y'all. Cheers. Hey, Gavin, thanks for having us over. You are right. This Combo Loco is amazing.
I've always looked for a really great keto ice cream. It tastes so good. I never would ever think it was healthy.
So I'm Tim. I'm one of the co-founders of Mammoth Creameries.
I'm Susan. I'm the other co-founder.
Mammoth Creameries, in a nutshell, it is the only frozen, high-fat, low-carb frozen custard on the planet, made in Texas by Texans.
For Texans.
For Texans.
Yeah, I mean, I just love this partnership because it's so local and it involves so many Texans. We're made by Texans, and even especially with this specific tea and this kombucha, we're partnering with Texas farmers. So this is the ultimate Texans helping Texans combo ever created. There's nothing better than a really cool, refreshing beverage like classic root beer float. But let's turn it on its head, make it healthy, make it keto friendly. And it's just delicious.
Being a Texas-founded company, you know, it kind of feels like HEB is the mothership, right? Any food or beverage company that's founded in Texas seems to gravitate towards HEB because it just makes sense. HEB is awesome. The management is awesome. The customers are awesome, and I think that we can bring something, you know, to HEB that, you know, they don't currently have, right? And especially when you pair it with such an amazing combo loco such as Greenbelt Kombucha.
Yeah. We're truly one of the only keto-friendly kombuchas, and the fact that we could partner with the best keto ice cream in the world for the most refreshing beverage to cure any sweet need in anyone's fridge. This is such a great combo.
Mammoth Creameries was the first keto ice cream at retail in the country ever, and so we have built this amazing, you know, following, and these people are wanting Mammoth Creameries at HEB. And
if you're a Texan and you don't shop at HEB, what are you even doing? So
and partnering with a company such as Greenbelt, you know, that is such a low sugar kombucha in a world that has, you know, tons of kombucha that is full of sugar, it's just really exciting because it truly, I mean, it is a home run. It is the pinnacle of health when it comes to low carb anything.
This right here is a label I can get behind.
Cheers, y'all. This is a great combo loco. We can't wait to partner with you more.
So first of all, you guys did a great job.
Our peach kombucha, our pineapple kombucha, and our blueberry kombucha pair perfectly with both their lemon ice cream and their vanilla ice cream.
Now, you know, combo locoing these twos together, I mean, you have people now all of a sudden going from the healthy living aisle over to the freezer aisle, right?
Kombucha for me used to be kind of a treat when I would reach my carb level for the day. I could or I couldn't. I can now.
So we have 6 flavors, all at HEB. Now my whole goal is to bring Yelp-on to people to support more Texas farmers. So that's my next push of flavors, is all Yelp-on focused.
Let me say, Susan and Tim and Gavin, congratulations. Job well done.
All right, we have a clear winner. We are not in need of a tiebreaker. I mean, it doesn't get that much better when we have to be 6 feet apart. Am I right? I am so proud of all of our members and our 5 finalist teams to really come together to make something creative and fun and show the resiliency of this community. My first week on this job, I had the pleasure of hearing Wes Hurt's story from Clean Cause. And I got to thinking, this year has been really challenging for everybody, with new highs and new lows, and having to overcome so much. Hearing someone overcome an incredibly tough time is inspiring any time of year, but it especially is during 2020. It is my true pleasure to introduce Wes Hurt, founder and CEO of Clean Cause, to tell you his story and his journey.
Into action. Hey, my name is Wes Hurt. I'm the founder of Clean Cause and recovering drug addict and alcoholic. It is super early. I'm in California because that's the life of a entrepreneur. I'm drinking a Starbucks and I'm looking at my mustache in the phone because I'm a little insecure. Anyway, fun fact about my facial hair is I never knew that I could grow any until about 6 years ago. I don't know if I was just drunk for those 20 years before and I was like, or maybe I didn't notice I had it. I don't know. Anyway, that's why I'm a little crazy and keep doing that. So sorry, I'm just insecure about it, but I'm grateful I have a little bit to mess with. Anyway, again, I'm the founder of Clean Cause. We sell sparkling yerba mate. What the heck is yerba mate? It is better caffeine. in terms of the cause, 50% of our profits go to support people in recovery from alcohol and drug addiction. I started Clean Cause with the mission first. Didn't have a name or a product. I think it's just important to mention that our company was founded on that mission and the cause. The dream or the vision of the business model was to always create a yin and yang, a nonprofit and a for-profit that work together synergistically. And one provided transparency for the cause, the give back, and the focused organization to be the best steward and trustee of the funds, and ensuring that they were effectively and most effectively being deployed for impact. The other side was our 50% for-profit, where we have our beverages, and the idea was to generate profit so that we can create a sustainable source of funding to help combat addiction. So that's kind of the quick and clean version of what the business model is. Just a little bit about my backstory is I spent probably 20 years in active drug and alcohol addiction. I've always looked for purpose in life and trying to identify why. I never engineered a plan to be a drug addict so I could find the profession of my dreams. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur and to have that, the ability to create products and to go after it and to compete in a marketplace and do all the things that a normal non-alcoholic would do, or whatever you want to call it, but then have it married to the North Star, which is the cause or something that I've been affected by. I just wouldn't have planned to wreck my life so I could find it. This last year during COVID really rocked me like nothing else. Beyond just business or the uncertainty, there were challenges in personal relationships and everything really. And I'm not unique in that, and I know, but I do want to offer some experience and hopefully some inspiration on how our company has performed or handled this epidemic. And I think the most important thing that we identified probably a few months ago and found absolute resolve on was that it's something that a guy taught me. It's not the most eloquent way of saying it, but you can only control the controllables. And so when I sat there and I'm like, what the hell, what are we gonna do? Like, what is the world gonna be like? Are people shopping, or what's going on? It came down to, what do we know versus what do we not know? The only certainty is uncertainty. So that's a fact. So now, what are the variables within the environment that we can count on? I just want to encourage folks to kind of try to live in the present, relatively speaking, plan for the immediate future, spend a little time looking at contingency plans for the longer term, but don't obsess on them and try to figure it out. So, because for me, a plan, I'm trying to find peace or whatever, and the truth is we're not going to know. So focus on what you do know, and find absolute resolve with those things. Anyway, dude, I hope y'all have dude and dudettes, I hope y'all have a rockin' freaking day. Thanks for letting me ramble. I'm sorry it was like this. It's just so freaking early, and I'm in California and there was a deadline. But my mustache wishes you a great rest of the week. And may you find, peace and peace in finding the variables that are fixed and things that you can count on, and then build from there. I love Austin. I love our CPG community. I love all of the entrepreneurs who are still wanting to go out and go to war, even in the midst of this environment. Like, that's that entrepreneurial spirit, and one of the reasons I love Austin so much. So love you guys. Keep rocking and rolling, and I'm gonna get to work. So cheers.
Wes, thank you so much for sharing your story and for those inspiring words for our members. And yes, I agree, your mustache game is still really strong. There are so many times I feel so lucky to be a part of this Naturally Austin community. Since I joined on this year, watching you guys jump in to provide samples to our healthcare workers, being a part of our bundles, joining our webinars, and finally doing this together with Combo Loco Competition, I feel so lucky to be a part of this member community, and we are so grateful for all of our members at Naturally Austin. And now it's time to get back to the competition. I know our 5 finalist duos are really excited to see who's going to win this $15,000 package. So let's get to it. After each presentation, the judges submitted their judging rubric and scores based off the 3 parameters. Number 1, creativity of the presentation. Number 2, collaboration, such as did the duo work well together and present well together? And number 3, strategy. Did they present a new idea for the market? You guys, we are so close to finding out the winner, and I am so excited to tell you who it is. But first, we're going to talk about the party portion. Let's get serious about this, about how we're going to party together. So if you ordered a box, congratulations, because we're about to have a lot of fun. First of all, you have all of your duos inside the box. And number 2, we have booze that we've given you. So we have samples from Meridian High, Deep Eddy Vodka, Sully Beverages, and Boozy Bites. So cheers to everybody. If you didn't, stay tuned. You can still raise a glass with all of us in our happy hour following this. But now I think it's time that we get to announce the winner. As we move into the happy hour portion of our evening, we really hope you'll join us. All 5 of our winning teams will have their own mini breakout rooms. We also did a random drawing, and the judges will join one of the 5 duos in those breakout rooms as well. So come on in, come have fun, and we can't wait to see you guys there. Thank you to HEB, to all of our members who participated in the Combo Loco competition, including our 5 finalists, our esteemed panel of judges, and you, our Naturally Austin community. I know this has been a tough year. I feel like we made lemons out of lemonade together and made our biggest event of the year something fun for everyone. Thank you guys for being here, and I can't wait to see you in the happy hour. And yes, I do have a really small bottle of Deep Eddy Vodka, and bottoms up, everybody. Cheers.
So hey everyone, clearly I'm at home, and we recorded everything you saw earlier because, you know, we have to. But we did just get done with the private judging with the judges, and we do have a winner. And without further ado, I would like to say congratulations to Richard's Rainwater and Good Pop. They are the winners, so yay! Congrats, you guys, and thanks to everyone who participated in our Combo Loco competition. We really appreciate all your time and energy and effort, and now it's time to go party. We'll see you on the happy hour.